Hello? Hello? What the hell's happening? Oh, okay. So it just completely started over? Alright, I think my stream completely started over. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know about you, but that is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing multiple streams currently going right now. Okay. Well, here's some tunes for you. Well, I sit here, look at my screen, and set things back up? Well, I might. Okay, here. Why don't I do this? Ow. It's the hell is it? I don't remember the song. There's a song by A Day to Remember that starts like that. He goes ow. That's all I can think of to talk about right now. But I'm here. I think I'm back though. Cool. Sweet. Wonderful. Amazing. So what happened? Okay, so from what I saw, what happened was my green screen is still fucking up and I still don't know why. That's bullshit. So what happened, I guess that's just gonna be a thing from now on. Well, maybe not. Maybe I fix it. Okay, so fuck off, man. I don't know why what your problem is right now. The green was fine. The green was absolutely fine like 2 seconds ago. Whatever, man. God, this is really annoying. This is really fucking annoying. It's like this part of my green screen, like right here, but it's green. It's green, you jackass. Why aren't you registering that as just regular green? That doesn't make any sense. Fucking give me that goddamn lamp, you bitch. Doity bitch. I don't know how to position it. I don't know how to position it to get it to register that this is fucking green. That's crazy. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, anyway, so I can tell you what happened. I can tell you exactly what happened to that last stream. The thing that, the message that I got was that my stream got shut down. It got straight up taken off. It got shut down due to copyright issues. So YouTube heard some music, heard something in that video, and was like, "Hey, that's a copyrighted thing." Blocked. It basically did what happened to Scream, my Scream 1 video. It copyright claimed the stream as the stream was happening and shut it down and took it offline. That's what happened to that last stream. It was YouTube being an asshole and claiming copyright infringement, even though that doesn't make any sense, is stupid and illegal, by the way. It's very illegal to categorize something as copyright claimed, as copyright infringement, when you knowingly, like, that's real. That's actually true in America. Like, it's illegal to falsely identify something as copyright infringement when you know that it's not. Which, in this case, it was absolutely not, because there's this thing called fair use. There's this, which even includes commentary. It includes reaction. So claiming copyright in that case is illegal. But does YouTube care? No, no, they absolutely don't. They don't care. They allow this shit to happen, and it's YouTube's fault for the most part. I think it's also the fault of the companies that claim that shit, but it's mostly the fault of the people that claim that shit. But YouTube is nowhere near innocent in that. They are fucking awful. YouTube is awful about that kind of thing. So, yeah, I guess no more videos like that because it will take my stream down. So I guess to answer your question, do I want to hear the Iraqi anthem? Probably not, because it will probably take my stream down. It will more than likely cause the exact same thing to happen, because that's probably copyrighted music. I almost guarantee it is. So, nothing against it. I don't care. I'll listen to it. I'll hear it. That sounds, I'll hear it. That's fine, but it'll have to be on my own time. It won't have to be on. I can't be on stream because it'll just be taken down, which is stupid and bullshit, and I hate it. Fuck that. I'm just gonna stop right there before I get myself into any trouble. Say some words that might not bode well for me in the future. We're gonna stop right there. So I think what I'm gonna do for right now, let's shift some gears. Let's shift gears just a little bit. And what I want to do, at least I want to do a little bit of this. I want to do a bit of a creator commentary on copyright claim. I just got the email. I want to do like a bit of a creator commentary on some of my videos that I've released this year, because like it's been 1 year, but good God, I've done stuff this year. Like I actually did stuff. When will you watch the series? What series exactly? You'll have to specify. Or are you talking like paranormal? Because I didn't finish that yet. I still got to do that the last 2 episodes of that for a watch along. If you're asking about that, I don't know when I'm gonna do that. Whenever I next have time to get things back on track. But yeah, again, the last few weeks have been really insane for me. I've not really been worrying about my regular content and working on that because I've had so much other shit on my plate and other stuff to do. So I'm going to I'll probably start like watch-alongs up again in the next couple weeks. And I'll probably do the last 2 episodes of Paranormal first, just because like that was the last thing I was watching. That's something that I really want to finish up so I can say that I saw it all. And then yeah, hopefully from there I'll be able to do more regular watch-alongs again, which I already have some suggestions. I already have some stuff to watch. I have the next few watch-alongs lined up. It's just a matter of getting back into the rhythm of streaming and scheduling those things out and all that stuff. So pretty soon. To answer your question, when will I continue Paranormal? Sorry, that was a long-winded answer. Soon, within the next few weeks, for sure. But yeah, anyway, like I said, I want to I want to go through some of the stuff that I have done through this year, so I can commentate and talk about it and just kind of, like I said, do some creator commentary stuff, maybe like behind the scenes. What do you call it? I think commentary is kind of the perfect word for it, quite honestly. You have a similar series to suggest it? Yeah, go ahead. Please do suggest it, and I'll check it out. If it looks like something I'll watch, then I'll probably throw it on the list of stuff to do a watch along with. So yeah, go ahead and do that. Please, if anybody has any suggestions, send them my way however you can. If you're in a live stream, do chat. If you have Instagram or Twitter or anything, any way, just send it to me. Please suggest anything and everything. so that I have stuff that I could possibly do. Um, anyway, okay, that's my hand is my hand looks weird. It's like, yeah, it's bleeding through. That is weird. Anyway, um, okay, let's do this. Let's switch gears and I'm gonna do a creator commentary. The first one that I've ever done. We're gonna start with my Scream 2 video. Since this is my video, it better fucking not be copyright claimed and take me off of the goddamn stream. That would be annoying, huh? The video that I made getting the stream that I'm doing taken down. That'd be something. But I wouldn't put it past YouTube, quite honestly. Yeah. Anyway, this is actually the most popular Scream video that I put out. It's not necessarily my favorite one. I think 4 is probably my favorite, and that one's the one that did the least good. But that's okay. It's fine. People like what they like. And I'm glad that people like some of the stuff that I do. That's always good. I like it. But anyway, I'm going to keep the subtitles up as well, just in case. But anyway, this is my Scream 2. I'll take you through some behind the scenes shit and whatnot.
In this video, we're going to go through Scream 2, a movie where you have to keep your eyes on the background characters. Seriously, what is this guy doing? And what's up with this guy? Why does the background taxi driver have a neck brace? What happened to the taxi driver? And I might get some hate for this.
Yeah, what is going on with my camera? This is HD. This looks like shit. What is happening? What happened to my camera? I didn't even know about this. It's like blurry in my screen. Ugh. Gross. Gross. That looks awful. Yeah, anyway, the editing in this is not as good as I would like it to be either. I'm very annoyed with my editing so far. It's we're 20 seconds in, but anyway.
Scream 2 is just okay as a movie to me. Boo! It's just one of those things where, yeah, it's
Scream 2's got like the best rating on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't get it. Scream 2 is probably my least favorite Scream movie, but whatever. It's fine. People like what they like. I already said that. There is a movie called Mosul. I hope I said that right. In a series called Mohafasat. I'm not saying that right. I can tell you that for sure right now. Masamir. Mohafasat. Masamir. I absolutely butchered that, and I apologize. Anyway.
technically a better movie than Scream 3, but it's just not as entertaining.
What is this my bit right? I don't know what is happening. I hope to God this video doesn't look this fucking bad when other people watch it. God, this is embarrassing if it looks like this.
Except for those background extras, of course. And listen, I had to write a
Yeah,
script
it's
for
great.
all 4 of these movies, 5 to come. Trust me, I know exactly how I feel about each of them. If you disagree with me, that's totally
And I still
fine.
feel this way about all of them.
Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, let's get into it.
And I think the only comment on this one was from Charlie, who thinks that this one is better than the original, which, I mean, wrong. It's wrong. This movie is the worst Scream of all of them. It's not fun. It's not enjoyable. I don't like it. But anyway, sorry, I digress.
Stevens and Maureen Evans are attending a sneak preview of the new Stab movie, which is a movie based on a book written by Gail Weathers about the events of the first Scream film. So it's not only a movie within a movie, it's a fake movie based on a real movie in a movie that's a sequel to the real movie the fake movie is based on. Meta. During the movie,
God, the audio mixing. Oof, big oof. I hope my recent videos don't sound like this. That is something I would not allow anymore. That was bad.
Bill goes to the restroom.
What a
and
horrible
since the
echo
urinals are
effect.
Occupied, he has to use a stall. He hears something interesting in the other stall and gets stabbed in the head when he tries to get a better listen. Ghostface 2.0.
That's that shitting sound effect. That was a straight up shitting sound effect. Okay,
Puts
anyway.
on Phil's jacket and goes back to Maureen, who's having just the best time watching this movie. No, don't do that. She finds blood on Phil's jacket, prompting the killer to get to kill it. She tries to get away, only to get no help from the people around her, since pretty much everyone is screaming and stabbing each other. And honestly, where can I find a theater like
Alright, that looks way better. That looks way better. Why does that look better? That concerns me. Have you seen the Violet Night movie? I have not seen that yet. I really want to. I really want to see that. Honestly, that looks like a lot of fun. It looks like one of those movies that is just so stupid and so outrageous and ridiculous and dumb that it comes right back around to being like extremely entertaining and fun. Like I almost guarantee I will very much like that movie. I will probably love that movie. It looks great. It looks like something like right up my alley. So I love stupid shit like that. The ridiculous concept that Santa's like this assassin dude. That's so stupid, but it's so funny and I like it. I really want to see that so bad. Anyway.
like this, I need to be with my stabbing each other.
Yeah,
And
so
honestly,
this-
where can I find a theater like this? I need to be with my people. They finally realize.
So for that part, I will say, like, with this, like, my people thing, with this joke, like, me just going from smiling to not smiling anymore, that was originally, I had that part written to me, stop smiling, and then saying, never mind. I was just, the original line for this video was, right here, was never mind, but I cut that out because I didn't think it was necessary. I feel like the smell. These are my people. To just going to like a frowny face, like I've made a mistake. Anyway, yeah. So
They finally realize Maureen's not playing around when she collapses dead in front of the big screen. We then cut to Sydney in her college dorm.
oh, and also if you're wondering about the video, the actual like movie quality, this was before I bought all the Blu-rays, which I do have the quote unquote box set of the Scream Blu-ray, all of them actually. I just actually here, it's right here. So I just got this. It's the steelbook of the most recent Scream film, and since this is my next video, I love this. This is awesome. This thing is so cool. It's the 4K. It's the 4K and Blu-ray versions. So that's interesting. But yeah, this video, if you notice the quality dip in like the actual movie footage, it's because I didn't have the Blu-ray and I had to let's say use other means to get the movie footage. Anyway, let's continue.
It's a mysterious phone call from someone asking what's her favorite scary movie.
Who is this?
You tell me.
Corey Gillis, 555-0176.
Yeah, you get him, Sid. Her and her roommate Hallie find out about the previous night's
Oh,
murders on
man.
the stew killer, TV, and is immediately
Come on, that's a good joke. On the stew killer, TV. That's a good joke. I stand by that joke 100%. That is funny. That is really fucking funny, and I will hear no other opinions about it. That's a great joke.
swarmed by reporters,
Sorry.
journalists, and cameramen. Oh my. Also on campus are
Wizards
fellow
of
Woodsboro
Oz.
survivors Randy Meeks, Gail Weathers, and Deputy Dewey. Randy just goes to school there with Sydney. Dewey is there just in case the murders are somehow related to Sydney. And Gail is there because, well, she's a sleazy reporter. She gets to spreading that sleaze by
I should be
catching
a voice
Sydney
actor. That was
completely off
amazing,
guard with a
right?
Surprise interview with Cotton Weary, the man Sydney wrongfully accused of killing her mother.
Oh, Sydney, share with us, please.
Yeah, you
Get her.
Sid. This dude.
I didn't remember that I said get her in the video. I said that just now because I thought that was fun. Apparently, I thought that was fun when I made this video as well.
I'll share with you.
Yeah, you get her, Sid. This dude sure enjoyed that. Cotton was unaware that Sydney.
So that So with this,
Yeah, you get her, Sid. This dude sure enjoyed that.
that guy when he goes damn, and they're like, uh, if you couldn't tell that when you hear him go damn, that's me. That was something that I recorded for this video.
Cotton was
So like
Yeah, you get her, Sid. This dude sure enjoyed that.
that's me. That's me doing that. I didn't find any audio bites. I recorded that myself. It might have been a mistake. It was fun. It's kind of funny, I guess. I don't know. Super unnecessary. I like doing little shit like that though. It's super quick. It's stupid. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, but I think it's funny. So I put it in, and that's it. That's really the only
Cotton
reason.
was unaware that Sydney wasn't in on the interview, though, so he and Gale have sort of a falling out as well. Yet another person Gale burns a bridge with is Dewey, who she talked a whole bunch of shit about in her book.
Deputy Dewey filled the room with his Barney Fife-ish presence.
Later that night, Cece Cooper is alone in her
What an
sorority house
asshole.
while her sisters are out partying. She gets a call from Ted, her boyfriend, and hangs up on her friend who's on the other line.
Okay, Ted, you sound loaded. What's up?
Who's Ted?
Oh,
Right there, I will say as well. So for that,
You sound loaded. What's up?
Who's Ted?
this O where she says O, but my line in the script for this video was, oh, I guess that's not Ted. That was not planned. I didn't mean to do this.
oh.
That little like O with our lips matching and me basically dubbing over what she said. That was not planned. I didn't write that. I just, like, as I was watching the footage, she went, like, her in the movie went, oh, and I was like, oh, you know, like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna match our lips together in editing, and I was just I was like, hey, cool, I can do this. That's awesome.
I guess
That's it.
I guess that wasn't Ted. Oh, you know what? I bet it's Ghostface, and he's there to murder Cece. Boom! Yeah.
And this is something that I still think is very funny.
Cece.
Where it's like that dude from the beginning going, whatever. I had to cut him out and throw him here. Throw him in here. I thought that shit was funny. I still think that shit is funny. But like as I'm looking at it, I'm like, I would have done this so much better now. Like I would have like incorporated him, the like the dude who's shaking his fist like that. I would have incorporated him way better if I was making this video now. I still enjoy this effect. I still like that I did this. I still think it's very funny. But yeah, I'm looking at it and I'm just like, I could have done this way better. I can't help it.
Yeah, I totally called it. Sorry, Cece. Meanwhile, Sydney reluctantly attends a party at another sorority house because Hallie is trying to get Sid recruited. While there, they get the news about Cece and everyone clears out. Sydney goes back inside
With
to
that
gather her
fucking extra
things
again.
while her new boyfriend Derek waits outside for her, but Sydney stops to answer the phone.
Hello, Sydney. Remember me?
Probably should have just left Sid. Now you gotta deal with Ghostface again. Lucky for Sydney, though, this
That was right there. That was actually another point where I was considering putting that like shaky fist guy. Like I was considering putting him right there when I was making this video. However, I decided against it because he actually does come up, that shaky fist guy. He does come up one other time in this video. And I was like, that's one too many. That just seems like a little bit of an overindulgence in that one joke, that one him, shaking his fist. And so it basically came down to like a decision that the shaky fist guy, I want him in there only 3 times because that's, in the rule of 3 in comedies, right? So I was like, it needs to only go in 3 places. It's the beginning of him initially doing that, and then I just need it in 2 more places. And I had to pick and choose the last 2 places. So He was gonna go there initially, but as you'll see, he does come up one more time in a different place that I thought was better spaced out, better paced for the video, because this was like not even like 2 minutes after the first shaking fist guy showed up again. So I was like, that's too soon, it's too quick, and it's too much. So I ultimately cut that from this point, but yeah.
Ghostface is a dumbass and comically falls over a chair as he's chasing her. Derek.
Okay, that's another thing that slide whistle. I wrote that in. That's funny, and then that little like, dang it. That's me again doing that voice, which is actually a recycled line because that like little dang it thing that was in the first Scream video. And I recorded that for the first Scream video for one part in that video. However, I was like, I saw that like the slide whistle thing. It was like funny to me, and then him just like falling on his face, and I was like, that'd be a perfect callback to the previous video, the Scream 1 video that I had where I used that exact same soundbite. I just repurposed it for this in this one spot that I thought was funny. So.
Catches up with Sidney at the back door and then goes to confront the killer, just as Dewey shows up as well. He finds Derek with his arm all bloody, but no Ghostface to go with him. Later at the hospital, suspicion is subtly being hurled at each other because everyone acting sus as hell.
That's another line that I really like. I feel like there's so many like little jokes in these videos that I write, and like they go by so quick. Man, I do like writing this stuff. Like, so like with this language that I used here, the word subtly, like obviously subtle is like, oh, it's like it's not overstated, it's not like in your face, it's not, there, it's subtle, it's like it's on the down low, but
subtly being hurled at you.
But hurled is like, you're fucking just like you're hurling something at somebody, like it's a big grand gesture to do that. So to subtly hurl something, it's an oxymoron, and I thought that was pretty funny. I think it's fun wordplay for me. It's more of a thing for me. I feel a lot of this shit is just for me, I would say, but that line in particular, I'm very proud of that. Subtly being hurled at. That's fun. I like that. And again, I will hear nothing else from anybody.
It's just a shame he got away so easily.
It's just a shame you got there too late.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. What do you...
That's another thing, that little sound effect there. I was like, that sounds like a motorcycle, and that's stupid. Why do they have a motorcycle sounding effect right there? That's dumb. I don't like it. So I just decided to throw that PNG of a motorcycle in there at that point. That was another last minute thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's so dumb.
What do you mean, yeah, it is, with suspicious undertone? It's not you, Dewey. Right? Gale figures out that all the new victims
Probably
share
is.
the names of the original film's victims after learning Cece Cooper's real name was actually Casey, as in Casey Becker, Drew Barrymore's character from the opening of the first movie. Dewey concludes that they have a copycat on their hands, and Sidney gets a couple personal bodyguards assigned to her. At the gang's lunch table, Derek decides it's the appropriate time to serenade Sidney and gives her his Greek letters, which is apparently a huge no-no when it comes to the cult Derek is in. I mean, fraternity. I mean cult. Later, Sidney is at rehearsal.
Oh, man, I don't know. As I'm watching this, I'm like, that was like a long stretch of just describing the plot with no jokes or visual gags or anything like that, which, like, if you watched my most recent, which is a Halloween Kills video, I would never, like the way that I write scripts for these things now, like again, this is something that I did within this year. Like, this is like a year ago kind of thing. I've changed my writing style and my editing style and just like what I will and won't accept and stuff. Like, I purposely make sure that there's some kind of joke or visual gag after like a certain number of lines. So like watching this and I'm seeing like, oh, I just had like the last 4 to 5 lines describing plot without any jokes, any play on words, any visual gags or anything like that. And I'm just like, what the hell? Like, where's all the visual gags? Where's the fun? Where's all the fun in this video? Like I would never do that. I would force myself to put a joke in there, put some visual gag, put some meme or something within this whole section nowadays, if I were to make this video again.
For a play that only
Just find that
serves to
interesting.
further my cult suspicion, but she gets attacked again by a very sneaky ghost face. Maybe. It's not completely clear whether she's just seeing things or not, but what is clear is that Derek shows up once again shortly after Ghostface seems to have vanished. Suspicious. And as punishment for his sussiness, his sussery, she asks for some distance, putting their
I like susser. I don't know about you, but I like sussery. That's my favorite out of all of those. Yeah, that's a good one. Anyway.
relationship on hold. Meanwhile, Gail, Dewey, and Randy are sitting around conversing about their situation when the killer calls and lets on that he can see them. Gail and Dewey split off to go look for the son of a bitch to no success, leaving Randy to get got. No,
So
not my
dumb.
boy
I love the big arrows now. That's just another visual gag that I think I've put in like the last 2 videos that I put out. Just like the unnecessarily big arrows is so funny to me for no reason. It's not that funny. Like objectively, it's not that funny, but I for some reason find that so funny to just like have a gigantic fucking arrow on screen pointing at something that is like that you're supposed to be paying attention to. Just like this comically large arrow. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Because it's not. It's really not that fucking funny, but I've been doing it with my last 2 videos, and it makes me laugh just because of how stupid and nonsensical it is and unnecessary. It's great. I don't know.
Randy, a moment of
Started with
silence,
this one.
Please. Okay, that's enough. They find his body, prompting
That was a moment.
a moment of silence, please. Okay, that's enough. They find his body.
That was a
prompting
moment. That was
Gail's new
perfect.
cameraman
Perfect
to faint
timing.
And subsequently resign as Gail's new cameraman. Meanwhile, at the library, Sydney gets a threatening message on her computer that sends her bodyguards into find the fucker mode. Just then, Cotton Weary shows up,
Good
bothering
mode to be
Sydney
in.
about some interview with Diane Sawyer. He gets a little too in her face about it when, shocker, she's not interested, and gets himself arrested after making quite a scene.
Lovable and fucked up Sidney Prescott, everybody's favorite little victim.
Also, is it just me?
It's like, that's another thing that I love doing for no good reason. It's really not that funny to have like big loud explosion sound effects and visuals where it's just like it's very clearly like a light bonk, very like light and not super serious little bonk, and just to have like an explosion, loud ass noises and shit. That's another thing that gets me, that I think is really funny, that might not be funny to a lot of people, but god damn it, I'm gonna keep doing it because I think it's funny.
Or does Cotton kinda sound like Ghostface just a little bit here?
No, I don't think I'm being unreasonable in that request, Sydney. Do you honestly?
Hello, Sydney. Remember me?
You're sorry. I bet you're real sorry, Sydney.
I mean, tell me it's not just me. Cotton.
Great fucking joke as well. That was perfectly timed. It's the perfect joke. I cannot praise myself enough. That's fucking funny. That's another thing that I will hear nothing else but that is funny. The scary movie references, I think, so I kind of made it a mission when I was making these videos, the Scream 1, 2, and 3 at least, I made it my mission to just shove in a Scary Movie 1 reference in each of those, at least one clip from Scary Movie and each of the Scream recaps that I made. That was the one for this one. In the first one, it was like Sydney running. I didn't call that much attention to it. It was just, my line in that video was like, Sydney then runs away or whatever, and it's that that stupid Scary Movie part where she's running like this with her hands up in the air and it looks all goofy. I don't remember the one that I put in my Scream 3 video, and I don't think I put one in the Scream 4 video, if I'm not mistaken. But at a certain point, like I made that my mission. That's not true. I did put one in Scream 4 video. I did. Oh, I'm gonna have to put a Scary Movie reference into my Scream 5 recap when that comes out as well. Awesome. But yeah, that is a mission of mine. To shoehorn in, like, however unnatural, however obvious it might be, I am going to put a Scary Movie 1 reference in every single one of my Scream videos because it's funny. It's fucking funny, and that's it. That's all there is to it. Anyway.
Is released because, of course, they don't have anything on him.
I don't know about homicide, but you've definitely got me for raising my voice in a public library.
Gale and Dewey.
That's funny. Come on, that shit's funny.
They take the crowd footage that Gale's cameraman shot before he dipped and start to go through it all to see if they can spot the killer in any of it.
Oh,
Then
there's a very, very, very subtle nod, wink. I don't know if I should give it away or if I should. All right, so there's something within this. There's something in here that fuck, I'll give it away just because like nobody's gonna fucking know or see this unless I point it out. So in this line you can see, and they start to go through it all to see if they can spot the killer in any of it. So this line, these words here, the killer.
It all to see if they can spot the killer.
So I'm saying that if they can spot the killer, spoiler alert, that's the killer. That is the killer. That this frame, this one frame, so like this going frame by frame, shows up frame 1, frame 2, frame 3, and it goes, and she's gone, right? It's literally like 2 or 3 frames that she's on there. But that's the killer. That is the kill. That is one of the killers from the movie. So as I say, they spot the killer, like listen. You know, like when she's on screen, I'm in the middle of saying the word killer, which I thought was very funny and clever, and it's the most subtle, littlest, tiniest detail that nobody would get. Nobody would ever get that in a million years if they just watch this. Like it's something that genuinely has to be said out loud by me in particular. And anybody who hears me say it, because it's so quick and so just, whatever. But anyway, I still think that was the best move. I really like that I did that. It doesn't matter or make any sense, but I like it. I think it's a cool little thing.
Then they start to really make up just as someone else starts playing their own footage. Dewey goes after the cock block, only for him to find nothing and Gale to find a ghost face. He chases Gale.
There it was. There was the third and final instance of that guy shaking his fists. Which, again, this one was way better. I like this. I love that one way better. It was just better. It's enough time from the last time you saw that to you kind of like forgot about it. You forgot that was kind of a thing. At least I think so. Like this is at least like 5 minutes since the last time, and so much has happened since then that I feel like that whole motif of that, like incorporating that guy shaking his fists or whatever, kind of got lost, or like you forgot about it at a certain point, and then just have him show up again, I thought was very funny. I thought the timing was kind of perfect of it. Way better than having him show up and then show up again like a minute and a half later during the not the CC, but the first time Sid comes across the killer again. But yeah, anyway.
Gale into a recording studio where she locks herself in, and Dewey finds her from the other side of a soundproof window. Ghostface then finds Dewey in a very tragic scene where Gale can do nothing but helplessly watch as her boy toy gets stabbed a bunch. Ghostface then futilely tries to get to Gale for a bit, then pulls another vanishing act. Elsewhere, Derek is seeing Sydney sent off with her bodyguards and Hallie to
Seeing Sydney sent off. CCC. I like alliteration. I like alliteration a lot. It's one of my favorite literary devices. I love it. I use it all the time. Like watch any of my videos. There's some instance of alliteration. Because, like I said, it's one of my favorites. I really enjoy doing that. There's a really good one in my Halloween Kills video. There's a really, really good one. Oh, I stand by that. It's really good. But anyway, alliteration. It's in like almost every one of my videos. Keep an ear out for it.
Kind of safe house. Wait a minute. Hold up. What the fuck was that?
You! Prepare to die. You gave up your letters.
Oh, okay. It's just the other members of Derek's cult coming to perform a ritual on him for giving his Greek letters to Sydney earlier. They string him up to a star.
I should have put that shot of him giving the Greek letters. I absolutely should have done that. That would have been way better for this portion of the video. Damn it. Well, I guess at least I know that now. I think that shows I've grown and learned as a creator, that I'm able to recognize shit like that. Anyway.
That Sydney was in and spray beer all over him, as is tradition. Meanwhile, Sydney and her escort.
Okay, and that was another thing that got cut from this video was
spray beer all over him, as is tradition.
Right there, that was gonna. I mean, that already is a South Park reference, but I was gonna take it a step further and include the clip from South Park that I got that line from, which is like the South Park episode was about what was it? It was like a Canadian thing, like some people from King, Prince, Princess, Queen, whatever was getting married, and South Park was making fun of the weird traditions and customs of a like Canadian wedding or something like that, and it was, they just did all this wacky stupid shit, and like they would do this wacky thing, and then the like narrator would be like, as is tradition. It's like they're now, it was like they're now soaking in the macaroni and cheese, as is tradition. And it was just this weird, stupid shit that didn't make any sense. But every time something like that would happen, the announcer would go, as is tradition. So that's what this was supposed to be, and I was going to include one of those lines right here from South Park and just play the clip from South Park where that took place, but it didn't incorporate right. Like just when I watched it back, I was like, this ruins it. So this like ruins the reference. It ruins the joke. It just doesn't feel right. There was something about it that I was like, this is less funny as like a reference to that show, to that episode of South Park. I feel like it works just better as a subtle reference to that episode and to that show. And I think I did the right thing. I still do. I think that was the right way to go.
Attacked by Ghostface. He kills one of the bodyguards and ends up in the driver's seat, but he's confronted immediately by the other one from outside of the car. Then Ghostface just takes him for a ride. The ride ends when Ghostface's dumbass crashes, killing the other bodyguard.
That's the second time I called Ghostface a dumbass in this video. He's so stupid, though. He's so dumb in this movie. It's incredible. Like, you thought he was, like, doofy and weird in the first one, but, like, in this one, he's just straight up dumb. He's so stupid and doing all this stupid like Looney Tune shit. That slide whistle at the beginning when he first like trips over that thing was well deserved because it's so Looney Tunes esque stupidity. You know, it's dumb. He's dumb. I feel like he deserves to be called a dumbass at least twice. So I stand by that as well.
Fucking loser. Sydney and
He's a
Hallie
fucking
escape
loser.
The police car by climbing through the broken metal mesh and over the out cold dumb face.
See, I just did not let up on him. The dumb face. God, it's so petty. It's so petty, but again, yeah, I think it's funny, so it stays. Fuck it.
As they're running away, Sydney stops to go back to see who the killer really is.
Which is dumb and doesn't make any sense and is stupid. It's a
Damn,
dumb.
It looks like he once again escaped
It's
into
dumb.
the night. We'll have to find him another day. Oh shit, never mind, I'm out. Back at the school, Sydney finds Derek still strung up to the star just as the killer shows up and reveals himself to be Mickey. I fucking...
That was the other thing. Mickey, that one was actually planned out. That one right there was actually like, okay, I'm gonna sync my words up with like her mouth and like make it so it's like kind of a dub of what she said. That one was actually planned. The one from earlier with Cece was not. So, yeah, cool. I know.
Sprung up to the star
That's
just
that
as the
sound
killer
effect.
shows up and reveals himself to be
I don't know how to feel about it, honestly.
I fucking knew it. Who's Mickey? He epically pranks Sydney by telling her Derek was his partner, making her stop to think before cutting him down.
Thanks a lot, partner.
Then he just shoots Derek. He reveals his motive is to
That was another last minute addition. I thought the epically pranks line would have been good enough, but like when I was watching it back, I was like, I remembered, you know, the filthy Frank prank thing, and I was like, that goes in, yeah, that's perfect, it works, and I think it actually turned out really well. I like that a lot.
gain fame by getting caught for the murders and blaming violence in movies for driving him insane, even though we know the truth.
You're psychotic.
Yeah, well, shh. That'll be our little secret.
The second killer, because there's always a
And
second
an
killer,
asshole.
turns out to be Debbie Salt. I fucking... Okay, who the hell are these people? Seriously.
One of my biggest gripes with this film, that's why it's one of my least favorite, is just like it doesn't make it really any sense. I mean, like who they are, well, at least for her it makes sense, but it makes sense that her motivation makes sense. However, the setup the setup was just non-existent. It wasn't there throughout the entire movie. It doesn't make... It's so stupid. It seems like such a cop-out. And the fact of the matter is, there was like at least 4 different endings written for this movie. And like... So, as we just saw, so this... You see, this person right here, who is Hallie... This person, she was originally supposed to be one of the killers, and I don't remember the motivation behind it, but I mean, Cotton Weary was supposed to be one of the killers at one point, so it was all over the place. So the reveal of like the actual killers in the end, it felt so out of place and messy and wrong. Like, sure, like one of their motivations makes sense, but the setup is non-existent, and it feels cheaty. It feels very cheaty. So like those whole comments of it's Mickey, I fucking knew it. Wait, who's Mickey? Like that. Those comments are very subtle, but they are jabs at the movie, because I genuinely think those are problems with it. I think the reveal of the killers is bad. I think they were set up poorly, and it's one of the biggest gripes I have with this movie is who the killers turn out to be. It just is so incredibly unsatisfying, and feels undeserved. It feels cheaty. And that's probably the best word I can use. So those comments, very genuine, coming from a very genuine place. I think it's funny. I think they're very well placed, like actually funny lines, but they're also so true. They're also very true in my opinion.
Turns out to
Anyway.
be Debbie Salt. I fucking okay. Who the hell are these people? Seriously.
Mrs. Loomis?
Billy's mother? Okay. Yeah, that actually makes quite a bit of sense. Yeah. Unlike Mickey.
Makes sense, but it's stupid. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going.
Mrs. Loomis doesn't want to get caught, so she shoots Mickey to prevent him from tattling on her. As he goes down, he shoots Gail in the gut, and she goes tumbling off the stage. While catching up on lost time, Sydney gets the upper hand on Mrs. Loomis and attacks her with dangerous stage set equipment. But contrary to popular belief, styrofoam rocks are not typically deadly, so Mrs. Loomis is still able to fight. She gets real close to killing Sid, but Cotton steps in to break it up and inquire about what's going on.
Cotton, meet Billy Loomis's mother. She's the killer.
And who's that?
The other killer.
Okay.
Mrs.
I think that's actually funny. That's a good. That part in the movie makes me laugh. I think that's like pretty funny. Just Cotton's nonchalance about everything. Him just be Sydney just being like, "That's the other killer." And he's just like, "All right, well, makes sense to me. I guess let's deal with the situation at hand, though." He just doesn't give a shit. It's great. I think that's very funny.
Loomis then tries to convince Cotton to let her kill Sydney for the whole falsely accusing him of murder thing.
Bet you that Diane Sawyer interview's looking real good right about now.
Consider it done.
He then kills Sydney for her lies and unwillingness to make him famous. Never mind, he's a good guy and killed Mrs. Loomis instead. Gail.
Perfect line delivery. I love it. That's another type of joke that I absolutely love, have done recently and will continue to do in all of my scripts, because I think that shit is funny. That's just really funny. To be like this like very obvious misdirect, and then like in the exact same breath, like without pausing, without changing the inflection in your voice, just doing a complete 180 and continuing as if that's what you were saying all along, that sort of thing. I think that shit's funny. That shit is hilarious to me, and I'm going to keep doing it. And I did it recently in my most recent video, which you should check out, and it's really good and it's funny and I love it, and you'll probably love it too. Anyway, let's keep going.
Is still alive too, and with their powers and bullets combined, they shoot the shit out of Mickey, who is also still alive. Who was still alive.
It's another instance. I like that one better. that one's actually like genuinely funny to me. That's better. It's still funny. I still like it. It's still good, but that one I think, in my opinion, is way better.
Who is also still alive.
Who was. That's great. That's
still
funny.
alive when I had started that last statement.
Just in case.
Okay, now I'm concerned. Your horny, murderous boyfriend was one thing, but this time, you looked like you were deciding how you should position a new couch. What the fuck, Sid? The movie ends.
That's another good line. Come on. Looking like how you're going to position a new couch. That's great. Come on. That's another thing that is objectively funny, and I will hear no other arguments. That is hilarious. Because that's perfect. And I remember, as I was writing this one, being like, okay, so she looks nonchalant. She looks like it's not that big a deal. Like, the look on her face says what I'm doing is not a big deal, even though it's actually really kind of fucked up. So I'm like, how do I convey that? Like, what do I say to convey that is funny. It, like, because that the way that I just described it is very technical. It's very analytical. It's not very funny. It's just what happened and just is like the reality of it. But I'm like, how do I say that? That's like funny and kind of like an analogy and stuff, because I feel like analogies is another literary element that is super effective, especially like with jokes and what is funny and stuff. And I think I did want to I think that was one of the best that I've done in like any of my videos. That was a great analogy for the way she presented herself in that really fucked up situation. Anyway,
ends with Dewey surviving again, because this
Again.
franchise ain't got the guts to kill off the Dewster, at least with the first 4. And Sydney giving Cotton the credit
okay, that little.
to kill off the Dewster.
I don't remember doing this. I don't remember setting up any of the subtitles for this. So these like little jokes here, where like you have to have the subtitles on to see that there's even a joke here. I think that adds a little something extra. And hey, turn on the subtitles for my videos. There's extra jokes in them. It's just some incentive to get you to read a little bit, because it's not that fucking hard to read. Yeah, I like that joke, actually, at least for the first 4. And this is when the 5th one was just a couple months away. So, oh shit is right. Like, damn, oh my god, the 5th one is probably his last movie.
Cotton the credit for
Anyway.
stopping the killers, making him kind of famous, the thing he's been bitching about this whole movie. Then Sydney just
Bitching
walks
is the
away,
best word for it, too.
change her name and start her new life as a hermit mountain lady. That's it for this recap. If you made it this
That's
far,
it. Wow.
thank you so much.
Seems like
Subscribe. I'm only gonna get
I was gonna say that seems like a very abrupt end to that, only to be like stared down by this fucking lunatic.
better at making these videos, so
Jeez.
why not? If you made it this far, you kind of enjoyed it. You must have, right? Go ahead and sub and leave a like while you're
I don't know
at
if
it.
any of this
How
is
about
worth
it? Hey,
watching.
guess what? I live stream here on this channel every single
Not
Thursday.
anymore,
Come
you
by,
don't.
say hi, ask
Stupid
me about
ass.
movies. Let's
Stupid
have
ass,
some
dumbass,
fun.
stupid ass doesn't know about the future.
Dead horror, literary.
How do you not know what's going to happen in the future, you stupid idiot?
So not only is it a movie, it's a movie within a movie about a movie that was already a movie. What did I write here for the script?
That's another thing that I've done kind of a lot. So for that part, I in the script I just had written, the movie within a movie, and a lot of that was just kind of like, these are the things that matter. Like, it's a movie within a movie. About, like, that's based on a book, all that. There's like just those kind of like little bullet points, and then the actual line that I said for the video was more or less ad-libbed, just based off of those bullet points. So there's at least 3 different iterations of that particular line, of that particular movie within a movie, with the universe of the book or whatever the hell. There's like 3 iterations of that, and I just used whatever the best one was. This was one that I thought was just kind of funny because I fucked it up so bad. So I'm like, I'll throw that in at the end. Which is yeah, I thought that was a good. What did I write in the script again? No, it was just bullet points is what you wrote, you stupid jackass. Yeah, that's it. So man, that was a while ago. That was, oh geez, just over a year by a couple days. Oof. So I will. I just want to show. Well, no, it's fine. This is probably one of my favorites of the Screams one that I did. The Screams ones that I did is, I do like my 4th one. Yeah, my most recent. Jeez. Yeesh. Okay, I haven't really even begun to work on Scream 5 yet, but goddamn, that is gonna keep me awake at night. During times it probably shouldn't keep me awake at night, but that's gonna be my life for the next couple months, is trying to get these fucking videos out before the franchise movies come out, so I can hone in and gather up all these sweet, sweet clicks and watches, because people will be searching for them. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. That actually took a lot longer than I thought it would. Not watch along, but what would you call that? Creator commentary is what I was calling it. I would like to do this more. This is a lot of fun. Yeah, I would like to do more of these. So I guess if you enjoyed this or think this has any kind of value, let me know. So I'll keep doing it. If you don't let me know, then I won't keep doing it, and that's just how it is. That's how this works. That's how it's always fucking worked. Okay? Tell me stuff, or else I won't know stuff, and that's how being human is. This is a philosophical discussion now, God damn it. Yeah. I really gotta pee, and I'm hungry, and I want food, so I'm gonna stop. I'm done. Okay. This was great. This was fun. I enjoyed it. I really gotta pee. I gotta pee so fucking bad right now. All right, well, so I'm leaving. Goodbye. Dread, thank you so much for coming by and keeping me company for a little bit. Anybody who came by and lurked, which I know you're fucking out there, you sons of amazing people. You sons and daughters and other from amazing people that are wonderful and awesome, and you're great. You're great. All of you are great. Thank you. Thank you so much. And hopefully I'll see you next time. I'll be back next Thursday for sure. Probably not before then, because I got shit to do. I got shit to work on. So next Thursday, it probably will be starting a new game. A new game, actually. Because fuck Shadow of Rose, that DLC sucks, and I don't want to play it anymore. It's done. So don't ask for it. I'm not doing it again. It sucked. So new game next Thursday. I will see you there. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for hanging out, I should say. And yeah, bye. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. I'll see ya. Bye. Happy New Year. I don't know why I did that, as if my microphone cut out at that point. I literally just cut my voice off. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Okay, bye.